Most Portuguese textbooks teach you things like eu gostaria de café. But when you arrive in Brazil, nobody talks like that. Instead, you hear things like me vê café. Bora. E aí? Partiu? Today I will show you Portuguese phrases Brazilians use every single day that textbooks never teach. If you really want to learn Brazilian Portuguese, the way that we speak and sound like a local, just go to the App Store right now and download the app Real Life Portuguese, the first app built by Brazilians and made for real life. The first phrase that we use all the time to greet someone in Brazil that I don't see often on textbooks is how to say, hey, what's up? This you say in Portuguese, e aí, tudo bem? E aí, tudo bem? This one is the most common greeting in Brazil. Another example, e aí, cara, tudo bem? Is very casual and you can use with your friends. The second word phrase you'll be learning today is bora. What does it mean, bora? Bora could sound like let's go. It's the short form of vamos embora as well, right? So bora could be used when you're inviting someone to go to a specific place, like want to go out today. You could say bora sair hoje. Or would you like to go to the beach? Want to go to the beach? Bora para a praia. This is very common in Brazilian Portuguese when you're making plans, asking someone out. This is a word you could use. Bora. Besides that, partiu. Partiu. Yep. Partiu could be let's go. I'm in. When you're accepting to go to a specific place. For example, I would ask you, bora para a praia. You could just say partiu. I'm in. Let's go. Very common in younger Brazilian speech, right? So depending on how old you are, you may want to use that. But if you are, I don't know, let's say from 12 to 50, it's fine to use partiu, not a problem. This next word is the most important one. What does it mean, pois é, in Brazilian Portuguese? Pois é means, well, yeah, that's how it is, right? So basically, when someone says something like, oh, it's raining again, yeah, you could say, pois é. Or if someone says, there is no way to change the situation, não tem como mudar essa situação, you could just say, pois é. Yeah, it is what it is. This phrase has no perfect translation, but we use consistently in a conversation. Every time that someone ends a sentence and you just want to say something after that, do not have that awkward silence. You could just say, pois é. Pois é. What does it mean ficar? I know, you know, it means stay, but also means to casually date someone. In Brazilian Portuguese, you're going to use ficar. Like, eu estou ficando com essa pessoa. It means that you're dating that person. Casually dating. So you're not in a relationship. It could be complicated, right? So ficar also means that you are dating someone besides stay, to stay. Tipo, tipo. Tipo is the best word to connect ideas in Brazilian Portuguese. It works like in English. When you're explaining something, you're telling a story. So I was there, I was at the beach, and it was like, you know, I was there with my friend, and like to make these connections between the sentences, you could use tipo. So, eu estava na praia com meus amigos e tipo começou a chover e a gente teve que voltar para casa e tipo era muito cedo, right? So you can use tipo to connect different sentences in a story. Cara, cara, the literal meaning would be face. right? But the real meaning is dude, man, bro, cara. Not caro. Caro means expensive, but cara means dude, man, bro. So you could say, cara, isso é muito caro. Yep, cara, isso é muito caro. Okay, so let's sum up all the expressions we have learned today. And I want you to leave a comment with the word that you start using from now on. We would start be using e aí, bora, partiu, pois é, ficar, tipo, cara. Just go to the App Store right now and download the app Real Life Portuguese. It's the first app built by Brazilians and made for real life. Stop sounding like a textbook, sound like a local, use expressions that we use directly on your phone. Inside the app, you'll learn real conversation, slangs, everyday expressions, and native pronunciation. I hope this video was helpful.